to run, and the pilot is Wiona Kenny, led by 4 metres. In second placing Candyland. Now Rippolyte's hanging back on the outside, not interested in going forward at this point. It's looking for a trail up, but there's none coming. Ferguson's on the rails, Pacific Wonder on the back of a Rippolyte, then Illuminating on its inside. 4 metres further back in the field then to Take the Rap. Covering it up was Truth Sayer. Well back then to Wide Glide and Casino Boy last of all. Down to the judge they race. They've got 2 to run, and the leader is Wiona Kenny by 4 metres. In second placing was Candyland. Now the lead time's 1:20. Back on the rails, 3 back is Ferguson. Still on its outside a Rippolyte, and it's racing off the bit of Rippolyte. 4 metres away Pacific Wonder getting a trail up. On the inside of it Illuminating. Another 4 metres then to Truth Sayer, which races outside of Take the Rap. Well back in the field at this stage Casino Boy, and on its inside Wide Glide. Heading down the back straight, and Wiona Kenny is on top, 6 metres clear of Candyland. Still on the outside of Rippolyte. It's probably got a little bit closer now. Ferguson getting a nice rails run, but she's in the pocket. Pacific Wonder getting a card up on the back of a Rippolyte. On its back in turn was Truth Sayer, Illuminating the rails. 4 metres then to Take the Rap. Covering it up Casino Boy and Wide Glide at the tail. The first quarter of the last mile run in 31.4 as they straighten up for the siren. And the leader is Wiona Kenny, travelling along nicely, led by 3 or 4 metres. In second placing a Rippolyte, but it's worked. Candyland's had a pretty good trail most of the way. Pacific Wonder on the outside. Back on the rails then Ferguson needs a bit of luck. 4 metres away in the field Illuminating. Around it Truth Sayer, no moves coming yet. Then Casino Boy. Take the Rap on the inside, and still Wide Glide at the tail. 700 to run as they go to the back straight. 31.9 the second quarter. And the leader Wiona Kenny by 4 metres. Now coming off the rails Candyland. A Rippolyte runs deeper on the track. Pacific Wonder goes through on the centre. Down on the inside still there Ferguson. Truth Sayer goes between horses. Casino Boy pulling very wide. And then further back Illuminating going to the 400 though. The leader's the one to beat, Wiona Kenny. Led 4 or 5 metres. Pacific Wonder around the outside. Ferguson's got right through on the inside. Still not into the clear though. Then Truth Sayer running on, dropping out of it Candyland. And they're followed by Illuminating, and now Take the Rap pulling wide on the track. Wiona Kenny almost joined by Pacific Wonder. Further back Ferguson still not into the clear. Truth Sayer and Take the Rap still running on in the straight. Wiona Kenny the leader from Pacific Wonder. Ferguson gets the rails run. Take the Rap down the outside. Ferguson the inside. Take the Rap the outside. Ferguson won a neck. Take the Rap second. Third home Wiona Kenny, then Pacific Wonder, Illuminating Truth Sayer. Next in then was Casino Boy. Candyland well back out of it, Wide Glide. And last home a Rippolyte.
Right, 7, 10 and 4 there after the second race at Globe. Ferguson there.
270 and 130 for 8 Pinto. Bunny up to the boxes. Stand by for a start. They're set to go. Ready? And racing, missing the start Einstein Miss and also Pinto, and moving up on the outside, Stop the Show, and National Worth gets the run through in the middle and takes the lead from second. Almighty Heart third, Jackie Fox from Startling Austin and Stop the Show. Behind those was Pinto, Patricia Dawn, and 8 lengths last of all was Einstein Girl. At the top turn in front is National Worth from Startling Austin. The outside third, Almighty Heart, Stop the Show gets the run on the fence, and Pinto pratted 5 deep in the straight. National Worth gets away 5 in front. Startling Austin finishing on Pinto, but it's all National Worth. National Worth wins by 6 on Startling Austin. Third was Pinto, followed by Patricia Dawn, Stop the Show, Almighty Heart. Second last was Jackie Fox, with Einstein Miss and Pinto crash going into the catching pen.
2, 4 and 8 there, race 4 at Penrith. 2, 4 and 8. Right, now 7, 10, 4 at Globe. The winner should pay 3, 4.
Now they're off. Our Brenray slowly away. Stylemaster has galloped away. The Alamo mixing his gear. Away quickly, X-Shadow. Kate's Comet kicks up though and will lead. Non-Pareil gets to third, 3 wide, 4 wide for Stride Helen's Pleasure. Then the bugle call. Stylemaster now hitting his straps. 8 metres away, the Alamo, followed by Awesome Gary, only fairly away. Then our Brenray, Which Melody's away well. 12 metres to Empire Fellow, and Lee Morrissey missed it. He dropped out the last. There must be at least 60 metres covering the field. In the straight the first time towards the 1800, and the leader Kate's Comet by 6 metres to X-Shadow. Non-Pareil about 10 metres away third. The bugle call switches back to the rail fourth. then Helen's Pleasure Stylemaster. The Alamo's about 8 metres away, followed by our Brenray. 6 metres to Awesome Gary, followed by Witch Melody, Empire Fella, and Lee Maris last on the rail. Out of the straight they race towards the 1650. 35 metres had covered the field, and Helen's Pleasure, she now pulls to the outside 3 wide. Switching back to the centre is Stylemaster. At the lap and 3/4, the leader Kate's Comet over 5 metres to X Shadow. Off the track is Helen's Pleasure. Nonpareil the centre. On the fence is the Bugle Call, 2 metres to Stylemaster. Then our Brenray, as the Alamo at the lap and a half now pulls out 3 wide. On the rail is Empire Fella. Awesome Gary now pulls out 6 metres to Witch Melody. And last on the rail is Lee Maris travelling off the top turn. And the Alamo is the widest runner. He zooms around the outside. He draws up into second placing within 2 metres of Kate's Comet. She's had a nice run in front. X Shadow third. Fourth with cover now Helen's Pleasure. On a limb 3 wide is Awesome Gary, trailed up in turn by Witch Melody. Then Nonpareil. He's on a loose rein and hanging, followed by the Bugle Call, Empire Fella, Stylemaster. Our Brenray second last, pulling out on the back of Witch Melody. And last the rail is Lee Maris. They've got a lap to go at the 850. It's the Alamo on the outside, drawing up within a metre of Kate's Comet. And they're running along 4 metres away. Third X Shadow, followed by Helen's Pleasure. She's being driven along. Awesome Gary lost ground there for a stride. The Bugle Call comes one off the rail. He bumped there with Awesome Gary for a stride. Witch Melody out 3 wide, trailed up by our Brenray. In behind them, Empire Fella needing a run. Nonpareil gone. Stylemaster pulls out, and last is Lee Maris towards the 450 down the back. It's the Alamo about to be given full bore. He joined Kate's Comet now towards the 400 metres they race, and they've broken away by 12 metres. X Shadow gone. Witch Melody's the...
Okay, the racing at Wentworth Park.
Making ground. Awesome Gary not going well. Then Helen's Pleasure, followed by the Bugle Call. Then Stylemaster running home, followed by Lee Maris, Empire Fella, and Nonpareil. On the home turn at the 200 and the Alamo, he put his nose in front of Kate's Comet. Witch Melody 8 metres away, still running home, followed by X Shadow, our Brenray. It's the Alamo at the 100 though in front. Witch Melody getting into second placing, coming it after the Alamo. The Alamo just in front. Witch Melody picking him up on the outside. The Alamo, Witch Melody, dead heat. Alamo and Witch Melody, nearly a dead heat. Can't split them. The Alamo and Witch Melody. Close up, maybe Kate's Comet third. A nose to Stylemaster. Lee Maris rattle home. Then Awesome Gary, followed by the Bugle Call, Empire Fella, X Shadow, our Brenray, Nonpareil. And last in was Helen's Pleasure.
Okay, moving up at Newcastle, we'll show you the...
Out fairly. Royal Creation won the start clearly from Woba Tide in the centre. Hurry Canoli is making ground. Wide Bustle Mahal outside of him now was Bigger Boy. And then came a length Mr. Wazza, Sunset Ace and Main Sector. Royal Creation went down the back, 3 in front from Woba Tide. Bustle Mahal making ground in the centre. Hurry Canoli and then Bigger Boy. On the corner, the leader, Royal Creation. Woba Tide's wearing it down. Royal Creation is being joined by Woba Tide, who went to the lead, and late Hurry Canoli. Woba Tide, Hurry Canoli swallowing it up, and Hurry Canoli, the Victorian, got up to beat Woba Tide.
All right, 417 there, as we take it to Newcastle now.
Around the first corner, then came Admiral Chimes, followed by Bogart Prince and Eagleton Power. And after a slow start, Royden Warrior has tailed off about 4 lengths back at the rear. Into the home straight the first time, and Agro has taken up the role of pacemaker, crosses over onto the fence and leads clearly from Stacey Ann. Running third is Choco Low Bell. Night of Old continuing that run forward, out 3 carts wide up towards the leaders, followed by Cujo 2, and then behind it came Admiral Chimes. A length to Eagleton Power, followed by Caesar's Son, awkwardly placed early. Bogart Prince second last, and Royden Warrior a length and a half away at the tail of the field, about to tack on. Heading out of the straight, short of 2 circuits left to go. And Freeman continuing that run forward on Night of Old, takes it to a clear-cut lead now. It's crossed over onto the fence and led by a length and a half to Agro. A length and a half to Stacey Ann, third on the inside. Moving up on the outside is Cujo 2, racing without cover. Choco Low Bell next on the inside. Admiral Chimes getting the 1 by 1. Caesar's Son next on the inside of Eagleton Power, followed by Bogart Prince, and a length and a half to Royden Warrior at the tail of the field. That's the pattern, heading onto the top corner. 1,400 metres left to go, and Night of Old, who did plenty of work to get to the lead, is steadied in front by a length and a half. Cujo 2 and Agro. 1 length further back on the outside is Admiral Chimes getting a charmed run, then Stacey Ann, followed by Eagleton Power. Choco Low Bell, Bogart Prince, Caesar's Son, and last of all is Royden Warrior. Bell Lab coming up at the judge this time. About to turn the corner in the Balcombe Recyclers Australian Day Cup. And heading for home, the leader is Night of Old, a length and a half to Aggro. On the outside, Cujo 2, and then Stacey Ann, followed further back by Admiral Chimes. Choco Lobel is next, and then Eagleton Power. 1 length further back to Bogart Prince, and then Caesar's Son. And last is Royden Warrior. Past the judge now. 900 metres left to travel, and Night of Old, the leader from Cujo 2. Aggro's had a nice run on the leader's back, followed by Stacey Ann. Admiral Chimes has travelled well throughout, 1 by 1. Then Choco Lobel, Eagleton Power, Bogart Prince, and Aiken about to wind up Royden Warrior. Going to the extreme outside, and Caesar's Son drops to last. Down the back straight they run. 7.50 to go. Freeman's off again on Night of Old. Kicked away 2 lengths clear of Cujo 2. Here's Admiral Chimes letting rip on the outside with a big run. Aggro's immediately under pressure and finding nothing, followed by Stacey Ann. Royden Warrior right off the track, and Bogart Prince starting a run, followed by Eagleton Power. Admiral Chimes sailed up to Night of Old at the 3.50. Admiral Chimes took the lead from Night of Old. They're 3 clear of Stacey Ann. Royden Warrior and Bogart Prince with a big run on the extreme outside. Up to the bend, Admiral Chimes kicked away. Admiral Chimes about 3 parts of a length clear of Night of Old, followed by Stacey Ann, Royden Warrior, and Bogart Prince down the outside. Admiral Chimes in front, Night of Old fighting back. Admiral Chimes and Night of Old, they're coming to the post, locked together. Admiral Chimes just in front, and Admiral Chimes came away again on the line to beat Night of Old. Third, Bogart Prince, then Royden Warrior, followed by Stacey Ann. Further back, Choco Lobel.
9-4-6 there on that race from Newcastle. 9-4 and 6, 5-12-9 in Melbourne.
All ready to run. Lights on, racing. Eagers Image blew out of the gate. Kyle Pebble began quickly in front of Trust the Truth, and Albert Henry on the fence fast away, but he can't hold them out, charging into the first turn, and Eagers Image is the leader. Kyle Pebble second, Champion Thirst rushed up to third, Albert Henry fourth. A length and a half to Trust the Truth, and then King Centre, Black Jaguar, Palmer's Pebble, and High Trust being restrained to get near the rail. Sammy Sess second last, and Raging Lass had dropped out to the tail. Eagers Image in front at the end of the first quarter. Led by 2 to Kyle Pebble, 1 to Champion Thirst in the breeze. Albert Henry on the rail, a length to Trust the Truth on the outside of King Centre, who's awkwardly placed on the fence. Black Jaguar 3 back in the running lane. Sammy Seth wide and working forward around Palmer's Pebble. High Trust on the back of Sammy Seth, and Raging Lass a length away at the tail. 28 for the first quarter of the mile, and Eagers Image shows the way at the 850. Leads by 3 lengths over Kyle Pebble, and a neck to Champion Thirst on the outside. Albert Henry fourth, and pinned on the fence by Trust the Truth. 2 to King Centre. Then Black Jaguar, Sammy Seth 3 deep from High Trust, Raging Lass, and Palmer's Pebble to drop back to the tail. 32.3 second split. Eagers Image driven along in front at the 500 metres, leading by 3 lengths to Kyle Pebble. 2 to Champion Thirst. King Centre sticking to the fence. Albert Henry's into the clear. He's 3 deep. Then Black Jaguar, Trust the Truth, and Raging Lass. Eagers Image under the whip at the 300. He's getting tired. Kyle Pebble coming after him. Albert Henry's looming up wide, and King Centre needs an out. Eagers Image led on the bend. Albert Henry grabbed him quickly. Albert Henry hit the front, straightening up from Eagers Image. King Centre's out now. Black Jaguar's running on, but Albert's in front. Albert Henry in front of King Centre and Black Jaguar, and Albert Henry's too good. Albert Henry first, King Centre second, Black Jaguar third, then Eagers Image, Kyle Pebble, and Palmer's Pebble. High Trust, Raging Lass, Trust the Truth, Champion Thirst, and Sammy Seth was last.
Righto, 1, 9 and 2 there. 1, 9 and 2 for that race. 1, 9 and 2. It is Andrew.
From the Sackville Hotel in Roselle, Sydney. Come and have a bet and a drink in our Sportsman's Bar, where you can watch all the action on our 7-colour televisions. And then you can spend your winnings buying some quality wines from our extensive range in our driving bottle shop. Or even better, you can dine in our spectacular Italian restaurant, the Sala di Pranzo, that has just won the AHA Hotel Restaurant Awards for 1991.
Comes the bunny for the 5th. Set to go. And racing, beginning well was Dandy Rhythm, but headed soon after by Blazing Willow, Bold and Sharp, Gaze Fancy and Springdale Daisy out wide. Dandy Rhythm copped a check, and moving up in the middle was Just Jealous Jetta. Out of the straight, Bold and Sharp, a length and a half in front. Blazing Willow works to second. 2.5 third was Gaze Fancy, the fence, Dandy Rhythm, and 3 Springdale Daisy, followed by Jealous Jetta, and last of all was Merry Fawn. At the top turn, Bold and Sharp in front. Finishing on was Blazing Willow, has the inside running, but Bold and Sharp giving plenty. It kicks a length and a half in front. Blazing Willow won't get it. Bold and Sharp by a length on Blazing Willow. Third, Dandy Rhythm, followed by Gaze Fancy and also Jealous Jetta for Merry Fawn, and last of all was Springdale Daisy.
Righto, 6, 2 and 1 there, race 5 at Penrith. Number 6, Bold and Sharp, the winner.
Back a fraction on the inside. They're set. Racing. Timely Treasure began well. So too did Sir Mitchell, and Sir Mitchell's keen to find the lead. Timely Treasure is trying to kick up round that first turn. Can't get across Sir Mitchell at this stage, and Timely Treasure drives through to hold it. Willie Cracker caught 3 wide, but going on with it. Red Skelton now darts to the inside next. They're followed further back. Now it's not Red Skelton, it's Johnny Idol in virtually the same colours. Out 3 deep on the track. Willie Cracker still surges on. Sun Khan follows it. Then Red Skelton next in the centre. On its back, it's Max Command. Wheeler Jim getting back on the rails. King Meadow settles second last, and Maduro Karamia at the tail. They raced down to the judge the first time, 2 to run. Timely Treasure won the early battle. 2 metres clear. Willie Cracker will face the breeze. Now he comes off the rails on Johnny Idol to be 1-1. Sir Mitchell gets up behind the leader. 47.3 is the lead time. Now Johnny Idol whips around Willie Cracker. Wheeler Jim 3 back on the inside of Red Skelton. On its back, it's Max Command. The inside, King Meadow. Then 3 metres away to Sun Khan, and 6 metres last, Maduro Karamia. Heading down the back straight, and the leader, Timely Treasure, by 2 or 3 metres. In second placing, Johnny Idol. Behind the leader, Sir Mitchell. Willie Cracker's in the 1-1. 1 out and 2 back, Red Skelton. On the inside of it, Wheeler Jim. Then 4 metres to its Max Command. The Rouse, King Meadow. Second last was Sun Khan, and Maduro Karamia at the tail. Halfway around the top turn, just over a lap and a quarter left to run. Timely Treasure has been the leader from the outset. Went the first quarter in 31.2, so the pace has been quite reasonable. On the outside, Johnny Idol. Sir Mitchell's had the run of the race. Willie Cracker 1-1. Then Wheeler Jim needing luck. Red Skelton on the outside. Further back, Sun Khan's taking off 3 wide. Comes around, it's Max Command. King Meadows on the inside. And then Maduro Karamia at the tail. Now there's Sun Khan being pushed out 4 wide out of the straight. The leader, Timely Treasure, by 3 metres. In second placing, Johnny Idol. On the inside behind the leader was Sir Mitchell still. 32 won the second quarter. Then Willie Cracker. He's only half come out now on Red Skelton. Now he's out properly and going on with it. Wheeler Jim's on the inside. Then it's Max Command out deep in the centre. King Meadow. Sun Khan struggling in there, followed by Maduro Karamia. Coming off the back straight, Timely Treasure joined by Johnny Idol. In turn, Willie Cracker moves up 3 deep. 4 wide, Red Skelton, but under pressure to keep going as the leader kicks. Then Sir Mitchell. Further back, King Meadow. It's Max Command. Wheeler Jim can't get out from Maduro Karamia. Timely Treasure went the third quarter in 30.1. Dashed 8 metres on Willie Cracker, Red Skelton. Sir Mitchell, the Rouse, Johnny Idol's had enough. In the straight, Timely Treasure in front. Willie Cracker starting to run to him. Timely Treasure in front. Willie Cracker slowly getting there, but not soon enough, and Timely Treasure wins. 3 metres, Willie Cracker. Red Skelton grabs third. King Meadow had no luck, came home late. Then Wheeler Jim also didn't have much luck. From its Max Command, Sir Mitchell, Johnny Idol tied. Then Maduro Karamia and Sun Khan last in.
258 at Globe, 2, 5 and 8 there, with Timely Treasure beating 5 Willie Cracker, number 8 Red Skelton, as we take you to Wenty Park.
Thank you very much, Nick. Yes, this is the Farrell Stake, and greyhounds are now moving over behind the box. Ready to jump, racing, and Clearway on the outside began okay. Ice Pirate in the centre and Clearway together. Matching strides, Alariki on the fence goes to the lead at the first corner. Alariki took up the running. Second, Destiny Guy. Ice Pirate is there. Over on the fence then was Matt Devell driving up, followed by Miss Scoot Girl, and then Clearway and Wee Sense. And dropping back out to last, Heirloom Doll on the corner. Alariki's the leader. Matt Devell runs on. Through the centre, Ice Pirate is coming home well. Ice Pirate along the rails, dash to the lead from Alariki in the straight. And Ice Pirate comes away, beats Alariki. Heirloom Doll third. Behind them on the fence, Miss Scoot Girl, followed by Clearway, Matt Devell. And then a long break to Heirloom Doll. And last of all, Destiny Guy.
Oh, you're kidding. 6, 2 and 8 there, race 4 at Wenty Park. 6, 2 and 8. race 4 at Wentworth Park. Thanks to Peter.
They go. Shadow Warrior shows early speed. Out wide, Cam's Revenge is also going forward with Big Bird in the centre. They make a line of 3. High Road tucked in behind them 4th. Dark Paul settles down 3rd last out of the straight. Bold and Royal for a stride went a bit roughly. Alicia Lady has found herself out 4 deep out of the straight as Big Bird draws up on the outside of Shadow Warrior. Looks for the lead. Big Bird draws her neck in front. Out 3 wide as Cam's Revenge. Lennon gets to 4th. On the rail is High Road. Alicia Lady 3 wide. Dark Paul the centre on the rail. Melloray. 3rd last Bold and Royal 10 metres away, followed 2nd last by Grain Store Flyer, and Constantina's last. Big Bird works to the lead at the 14.50. Cam's Revenge on the outside travels up into 2nd placing. Dark Paul for a stride was about to pull out 3 wide. He's now travelling 3 back on the outside. Alicia Lady, after racing very deep, now drops out to 2nd last. Easing behind the leader now is Shadow Warrior once again with cover as Lennon works up to the 1 by 1, the trotter, and a good piece of driving, trailed up by Dark Paul. Then High Road, Melloray the inside from Bold and Royal, Grain Store Flyer, Alicia Lady, and one off the fence last is Constantine. In the straight they race with a lap to go at the 9.50. It's Big Bird in front after working for the early lead by a metre to Cam's Revenge. Lennon's had a very good run on the outside of Shadow Warrior. Dark Paul, he'll have the last crack of them. He looks to be travelling beautifully. 3 back on the outside and 5th on his inside is High Road. Then Melloray, she snookered 4 back on the inside of Bold and Royal. 4 metres away, Grain Store Flyer. 2nd last, Alicia Lady. And last is Constantine. Down the back towards the 600 they race. Narrowly in front, Big Bird by almost a metre to Cam's Revenge. Then Lennon on the outside, followed by Shadow Warrior on the rail. Dark Paul's about to pull out, followed by High Road. Then Bold and Royal, Melloray, Alicia Lady, Grain Store Flyer. And 3 wide and last is Constantine. Before the turn, 400 metres out. Now Dark Paul eases to the outside, 3 wide. On the turn, 300 metres out. Cam's Revenge on the outside, put a nose in front of Big Bird. Lennon pulls to the outside now, wider out as Dark Paul. Then Shadow Warrior, High Road, Melloray, Constantine, very wide, followed by Bold and Royal, Alicia Lady, Grain Store Flyer. At the 150, Cam's Revenge on the outside. She got to Big Bird. Lennon boxing on. Dark Paul is under some pressure. Cam's Revenge in front though. Lennon gets into 2nd placing. She's done it the hard way, Cam's Revenge, but she's too good for them. Cam's Revenge wins 1.5 metres to Lennon. Good effort. 3rd, Big Bird. Close up, Dark Paul only walked in the straight. Then High Road. In behind them came Shadow Warrior, followed by Melloray, Grain Store Flyer, Constantine, Bold and Royal, and last in was Alicia Lady.
Now, number 8, Cam's Revenge, 2 and 5, 8, 2 and 5 on race number 4 at Moonee Valley, 8, 2 and 5. Righto, now let's have a look at what's happening now at Penrith. They're almost set to go there. Super
120. Set to go. Ready for a start, Jessica Casey in the 3. Racing, she began as well as anything with Mac Derra on the inside was Sonic Image, but soon after Jessica Casey takes the front by a half on Mac Derra sticking on. A length 3rd was Sonic Image, they pack behind. 5 Big Bad Chaz, 2 Pam's Whisper, and last Misty Marmalade. Down the back it's Jessica Casey, a length and a half in front. Mac Derra still there, a length and 3/4. 3rd was Sonic Image, and about 8 further back, 2 Big Bad Chaz, followed by Misty Marmalade and Pam's Whisper. Towards the home turn, Jessica Casey boots about 5 lengths in front. Welcome back, girl. Jessica Casey's a mile too good. Jessica Casey by 7 or 8. Photo for the minors, Mac Derra or Sonic Image. At 3 further back to Big Bad Chaz, followed by Misty Marmalade, and last of all was Pam's Whisper.
The greyhound of the year. Welcome back, Jessica. Race 6 at Penrith, and as Rod mentioned so vividly in that call, lovely to see that greyhound back to her best. Albion Park, let's update the mark.
Ready. There's the blue light. They're off and racing. LC1 on the inside got out smartly. Hello Langus showing pace. Postal Bid tearing across from the 6th gate. Going to lead them easily at the judge the first time. Racy Rosette began brilliantly out wide. Charging across into 2nd spot. LC1 kicking through into 3rd, followed by Stanley Meadow. Further back on the inside as they go to the turnout of the straight then is Hello Langus, followed then on the inside behind it by Madaka. Arbro Man is next to the outside. Gary's Idle caught 3 deep, so he decides to go forward, and then Chance Minbar and Peppy Fast Cars at the tail of the field. Down the back the first time, 1,500 metres left to travel, and Postal Bid is the leader. Racy Rosette at the leader's wheel, and running 3rd is LC1. Caught deep, Gary's Idle continuing that run forward, followed by Stanley Meadow, who's 1 by 1 early. A length further back to Hello Langus on the inside, followed then by Umbro Man and Chance Minbar. Further back to Madaka, 2nd last, and last of all is Peppy Fast Cars. Coming off the back, Bill Abbott the judge this time, and Racy Rosette is in front by a half length now. Racy Rosette cleared them and led from on the outside. Gary's Idol, Postal Bid third on the fence. A length Stanley Meadow, followed further back, getting shuffled back along the fence by LC1 as they turn the corner. On its outside is Armbro Man. Right behind it is Chance Minbar, followed further back by Madaka, who's awkwardly placed over on the inside, and Peppy Fast Cars brings up the rear. Sims has Racy Rosette in front as they come down for the bell. Leads by a length Gary's Idol, who's done plenty of work mid-race. Over on the fence, Postal Bid enjoying a nice run third, followed by Stanley Meadow on the outside. Then came Armbro Man in the running line. Around on the inside, LC1 as they head to the turnout of the straight, followed by Hello Langus. Second last is Madaka and Peppy Fast Cars at the tail of the field. Heading into the back after the bell, 800 metres left to go, and Racy Rosette in front of Gary's Idol. Postal Bid is next, and here they come from the tail of the field. Armbro Man with a big run on the outside. Chance Minbark's taking off as well. Armbro Man is sprinting very, very quickly, has raced up to join the leaders. He has to get desperate on Racy Rosette as Armbro Man takes the lead going to the top corner. Gary's Idol is in the centre. Chance Minbar is out deep. Not much room for error. Madaka is squeezing through the centre, followed further back on the outside by Peppy Fast Cars circling the field. And over on the inside is LC1. Up to the bend, Armbro Man the leader. Racy Rosette fighting back on the inside. Gary's Idol the centre. LC1 looking for a way out. Down the outside, running on pretty well behind those is Peppy Fast Cars. Racy Rosette won't give up. Here's LC1 getting a split. LC1 is bursting through the centre, close to home. It's going to be a blanket finish. LC1 has just lasted to score. Flashing up late, Madaka has run second. Tied for third, Racy Rosette, Gary's Idol, Armbro Man and Peppy Fast Cars, followed by Gary's Idol, Stanley Meadow and Chance Minbar at the tail of the field.
One at a photo, Newcastle, possibly four. Madaka and a photo for third there. It's a good go. They're good, clean racing there tonight. Wentworth Park.
And My Becky giving them 4 or 5 lengths. They reach the starting area. Lights on, arms fold, racing. Magnum Magic and Aces Despair both came out very quickly. Magnum Magic was given a crack with the whip shortly after the start and went straight to the lead. Aces Despair is second, Kelly Celebrity third, and then Poplar Night. Des Ducato goes through in the centre, Born to Stars on the rail, and Sterling Vance wide around the first bend. Wigan Gown pokes up in the middle, a length and a half to Rather Racy, followed by deeper on the track is Transpreneur. Choice Dolly second last, and My Becky had dropped out to the rear. Aces Despair crossed and worked to the front and past the mile marker at the 1600. Aces Despair leads by 2 to Poplar Night on the outside of Magnum Magic. Sterling Vance left 3 deep, now strides up closer to the speed. Des Ducato's in the running lane around Kelly Celebrity. A length and a half to Wigan Gown around Born to Star, then Rather Racy. My Becky on the fence. Choice Dolly second last, and Transpreneur, after being trapped wide, dropped back to the fence in the tail of the field. Lead time 36.5, and Aces Despair shows the way at the top of the straight for the bell. Leads by a length to Sterling Vance in the breeze. Magnum Magic third on the back of the leader. Poplar Night fourth, 1 out, 1 back around Kelly Celebrity, and Des Ducato's 3 back in the running lane. Born to Star on the fence, and then Wigan Gown 1 out and 4 back. A length to My Becky, followed by Rather Racy, then Transpreneur, and Choice Dolly last as they turn out of the straight. 32.1 first split of the mile. Aces Despair shows the way 850 metres out. Leads by 2 to Sterling Vance and a half to Magnum Magic on the fence. Poplar Night sitting on the back of Sterling Vance. Kelly Celebrity on the rail. Des Ducato waiting to peel, and then Born to Star, Wigan Gown, My Becky, Rather Racy, Transpreneur, and Choice Dolly. 33.7 second, 400 metres of the mile. Aces Despair showed the way at the 500 over Sterling Vance. Des Ducato left the running lane and swept up 3 deep. Magnum Magic a length away on their backs, then Wigan Gown. Poplar Night gone from Rather Racy, Born to Star, Kelly Celebrity, My Becky, Transpreneur and Choice Dolly. Aces Despair a half in front at the 300. Des Ducato looms up on the outside after the leader. Then Sterling Vance and Magnum Magic. Aces Despair in front when they turn. Des Ducato 3/4 of a length away from Sterling Vance. Aces Despair in front with 100 to go. Des Ducato can't catch him. Magnum Magic goes up on the rail, but Aces Despair's in front, and Aces Despair wins the money. Magnum Magic second, Des Ducato third from Sterling Vance. Then Rather Racy, Wigan Gown, My Becky, Poplar Knight, Choice Dolly, Transpreneur, Born to Star, and Kelly Celebrity last.
Right, 4, 5 and 11 there on race number 4 at Albion Park. 4, 5 and 11 with Aces to Spare, the one that got home there.
Red Amerigo missed it, coming out fast on the outside, Tiger Kelly, and also going with it, Silver Brute. They vie for the lead. Blue Replica behind them, followed by Sir Clonic, who got into a bit of bother, and then came making ground along the rails was, or through the middle, Golden King. A couple behind them, Karinga Sam, followed by Blue Replica. Dropping back to last was La Amazel and Red Amerigo. Dashing away, Silver Brute. Silver Brute is 4 in front on the corner from Golden King and Sir Clonic. Silver Brute the leader down the running, and Silver Brute is too good. Silver Brute, 4 lengths, Golden King, getting up for third, Sir Clonic. Then came behind them La Amazel and Red Amerigo. A break then in the